from going to war as a teenager to joining the criminal underworld in Europe. Today we're gonna talk about Niko Bellic before the events of the game and what happened to him after the end of the game. Luckily for us, unlike the 3D era, here in the HD era we have more ways to find out about the characters' lives. Because now we are not only limited to cutscenes, no, we can find out more from the conversations they have while in a car, going to a mission, and we actually have two versions of conversations in each mission. Or we can find out more from the emails, or when we hang out with one of the friends and the protagonist start talking with them. So, in the HD era we have much more stories to tell. So, let's start with Niko.
More people want me dead than alive. I'm working for the mafia, the police, and the government agency are both on my case. I kill and steal to scrape together a living so that my cousin can fritter it away online and pay off debts. And all the while, people are trying to kill us. What is fun?
Honey, you are stressed.
Niko was born in Yugoslavia in 1978. It was implied that his father was an abusive alcoholic.
His only kind words were for the men who'd lend him money to get drunk with.
Just like my father then.
Militia, Niko's mother, wasn't happy that her son grew up in such a harsh place, as we see in that email here. In his childhood, Niko dreamed to become an astronaut when he grows up.
When I arrived in Liberty City, I didn't imagine that I'd become a trash collector. Didn't think I'd be muscle for the mob, neither.
Every immigrant's dream, ain't it? Being a wise guy, I mean, not trash collecting.
Really? I wanted to be an astronaut when I was growing up, not a gangster.
Also, Niko mentioned to Dwayne that he didn't have electricity in his home until he was 12.
You can't ever know what it's like unless you've been real poor. I can't explain that shit.
Where I grew up, we had no electricity until I was 12.
Whoa, shit. My bad.
No problem.
Niko's brother got killed when Niko was young, and Niko saw it happens.
I saw my brother get killed a long time ago.
But we don't know how exactly. Also, Niko mentioned that he found out that his aunt, Roman's mother, was raped and murdered sometime after Roman left to Liberty City. Niko didn't tell him about it because he knew that it's gonna make Roman devastated. Instead, he told him that she died in a house fire.
What was the war like?
It was great. You got to see people turn into animals and your close friends die.
Sorry, I knew it was a dumb question. It's just I hoped it wasn't so awful for you.
No. It was seeing your home destroyed. Seeing members of your family die. My aunt, Roman's mother, she was raped and murdered. I found her. Roman does not know. He thought she died in a house fire.
I'm so sorry.
The world is hard. What are you going to do?
Niko was a teenage soldier in the Yugoslav wars that's been fought between 1991 to 2001. And Niko mentioned that he got betrayed 10 years ago. That makes it close to 1998. So Niko was around 20 years old. Also, Florian mentioned that it was 12 to 13 years ago, which makes Niko even younger. But we don't know for sure. Roman also mentioned that Niko was riding tanks in the war.
Niko, how come you trash my car, but you never trash those tanks you drive back home? This is real bad, man!
During the war, Niko saw and did a lot of bad things, which led to depression, regret, and his cynical views on life.
You remember, during the war, we did some bad things. And bad things happened to us.
Niko's squad was 15 boys from the village, and all of them grew up together. Darko also mentioned that the squad killed civilians, and Niko didn't comment about that.
We were friends, but I had other friends! Friends that Goran and his guys killed. My fucking neighbors! Because of what? Because of shit! Lies! Fucking lies!
So that makes it okay to stab your friends in the back?
The boys were ambushed by enemies and all the squad got killed. Only 3 survived: Niko, Florian and Darko. Niko knew that one of them betrayed the group for money, and he vowed to himself that he's gonna find and kill the traitor.
When I was in the army, we were going on a mission. To ambush a squad would kill a lot of innocent people. They were our enemies, but we never did it. There were 15 of us, all boys from the village, but one of us betrayed the group. It was a setup. For money. 12 people died. 3 escaped. I know the traitor was not me, so for 10 years, I've been searching for the other 2. One of them lives here.
Niko had trouble finding work after the war, but Niko's cousin Roman moved to America to Liberty City to start a new life there. But Niko spent the next 10 years working in the criminal underworld in Europe until he got caught and went to prison.
After the war finished, I couldn't get a job. Nobody could. So I did some dumb things, got involved with some idiots.
You ever been inside?
Not in this country. In Europe, they do things different there. Not so much of the fun in the shower that you guys have here in America.
Before we continue, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe because it helps me make more content like this. Thank you. So when Niko got out, he worked in a human trafficking ring led by Ray Bulgarian. And when a boat involved in the smuggling in its way to Italy got sank, Niko swam to safety and survived. But everyone and everything in the ship got lost in the sea. Bulgarian believed that Niko intentionally scuttled the ship and stole his money. And Ray Bulgarian was so powerful in Europe that Niko Bellic had to escape to Liberty City to get away from him and to start a new life there.
You are Niko Bellic, correct?
What is this?
And you used to work the coast in the Mediterranean, smuggling people into Italy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you messed up and left a lot of bad debt. You left a good friend of mine out of pocket. Big time.
A man in Europe, another Russian. Bulgarian. He lived on the Adriatic. Believed I owed him money when I did not. It made my life impossible. There was no avoiding him.
Did you deal with him like you did Darden and Bleeder?
He had too many connections for that. I had to leave. He is one of the reasons I came here.
And to see your cousin, of course.
Of course.
Niko spent 7 months in the ship Letipus, which smuggled Niko into Liberty City. He went to Liberty City specifically because partly one of the boys who survived lives here in Liberty City, so he wanted to find him to see if he's the traitor. And partly because Roman, his cousin, lives there and he claims to be successful.
I always wanted to make it big. Own a nice place, get a dog, a house, live the dream.
Like my cousin.
Oh yeah?
Yes, he's got the love. House, women, cars, parties. He writes me in these wild emails, and after I got into trouble, I thought maybe, then I got this gig and I spent the next 7 months with you fine people and I forget.
Then he gets to Liberty City and meets up with Roman, his cousin, who's so successful, alright.
So, you full of crap or what? What? Where's luxury condo? Where's sports car? Where's Barbara with big titties and Stephanie who sucks like a vacuum?
What are you talking about?
In your letters to my mother, in your letters to me, all I hear about is Mr. Big, Mr. Roman, living the American dream. Sports cars, condos, women, money, the beach, opportunity. I come here and the only thing big about your life is the cockroaches.
That's right. I got the best cockroaches, I got the best pants.
Screw you, you idiot!
And the events of the game starts from here. So, we knew what happened to him before the game, and we know the events of the game. So, what happened to him after the game? Jamie Bagarino asks Niko to do a deal with Dimitri, a guy who backstabbed him in the bank. But in this ending, Niko goes there and kills Dimitri, which will lead to the fall of the Bagarino crime family. Bagarino then will try to assassinate him in Roman's wedding, but instead he's gonna kill Kate, Niko's girlfriend. Then Niko's gonna avenge Kate by chasing Bagarino throughout Liberty City and kills him in Happiness Island. In this ending, we can see how depressed he got.
Oh, come out of this blood clot. Niko. Niko, come on. Oh. Somebody call an ambulance. Call a fucking ambulance!
She's dead!
What? Oh, shit. Shit, shit.
She told me to leave it. I thought I had. I thought it was over.
It's never over, Aya. Niko, you can't blame yourself.
Of course I can. She's dead.
Easy, easy, you better, man. Easy. Calm down, man. Calm down.
Damn! I was meant to protect her. Here we go! What the fuck did she ever do to you?
I wanted you, you immigrant dipshit.
Cousin!
Yeah.
You did it.
Really? I don't know. What did I do?
We won, man. We won!
Yeah, that's a sad ending. But this is what you get for not inviting me to coffee, bitch. But this ending isn't as sad as the other one. So, in the other ending, Niko agrees to do the deal with Dimitri. And everything's gonna look fine until Dimitri does what he does best, which is stabbing everyone and everything in the back. So he's gonna send a hitman to kill Niko at Roman's wedding. I mean, can't Roman get married in peace? Niko will survive and kills the hitman, but accidentally a shot from the gun is gonna be fired while they are fighting, and it's gonna hit Roman and it's gonna kill him.
Niko Bellic?
Yes?
Okay, thank you.
Gift from Dmitry Raskolov.
Oh my god!
Yo, Niko! Calm down, man, yo. Easy.
He told me to leave it. I left it.
Niko, get up, man, get up.
Roman. I'm so sorry, cousin.
Niko will then chase Dimitri throughout the city and kills him in Happiness Island. And in that ending, we can see that he's even more depressed.
You betrayed everyone who ever came in contact with you. You killed my cousin. I guess the survival of the fittest thing really meant a lot to you.
Come on, Niko, man, get out here, let's go. Come on.
Roman never hurt anyone.
I know.
So just like the first ending, he's most likely gonna give up on his life of crime. And in the second ending, in a phone call with Mallory, Roman's wife, he's gonna promise her that she doesn't have to worry about her son being fatherless, as Niko's gonna be here for him.
Your child will never worry about anything, Mallory.
That's a promise that I believe he's gonna keep, because we saw throughout the whole game how much he was protective towards Roman and how much he loved him too. We saw how he killed Vlad when he tried to hit on Roman's girlfriend, knowing that Vlad is connected with the Russian mafia. Even Roman didn't want him to do that for him.
Vlad, can't we just talk about this?
You stay away from Mallory.
Half Beach is a small place. My friends will find you.
You were the stupid one, Vladdy boy. Nobody fucks with my family.
We also saw what he did when Dimitri kidnapped Roman. I mean, when Johnny kidnapped her. fuck you, Johnny. Or you know what? Why would I? Since Trevor already did. Anyways, we saw how much Niko tried his best to protect Roman. That's why I believe he's gonna keep his promise to Mallory. But there is no canon ending to GTA 4, unlike GTA 5 where the canon ending is ending C. But both of the endings are not that different from each other. I mean, yes, one of them is sadder than the other, but it left Niko depressed in the end, which is why it's justified to end up doing the same thing, which is laying low away from the criminal life. And luckily for us, we have GTA 5 where the events take place in 2013, 5 years after GTA 4. And Niko is mentioned in it several times.
There are no old guys. Moses, ironically, he found Jesus. All those Irish crazies, they mostly just disappeared. That crew from the south, they all went down. There was an Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City, but he went quiet.
So, Lester confirmed to us that Niko left the criminal life. And maybe that means that he stayed in the criminal life for a little bit longer than we thought, since he came to Lester's mind in 2013 before he dismissed the idea. We can't be so sure. And later in GTA 5, if you picked Packie for the heist, he's gonna start talking about his biggest heist, the Bank of Liberty City, and he will start mentioning the crew of the heist.
What is interesting is my biggest job. The Bank of Liberty City.
Ah, shit, yeah. I heard you were part of the crew that took that down.
I ran the crew. It was me, my brother Derek, God rest his soul, my pal Michael, God rest his soul, and another boy, Niko, who's probably dead too.
They're all dead. Must have been jinxed, huh?
All I know is I live to tell the tale.
So Packie told us that Niko is probably dead too, which leads us to believe that Packie knows nothing about Niko at the moment. He doesn't know where he lives now, where he is, or even if he is alive or dead. Which tells us that Niko cut all the ties with his previous criminal lifestyle, including Packie, his friend. In Michael's house after the family comes back, you will probably see Jimmy sitting on his laptop, and if you looked closely, you're gonna see him checking Niko's Life Invader account, which is Facebook in the GTA world. In that page, you're gonna see that he posted happy birthday cousin 40 minutes ago, and that he's friends with Roman, Mallory, Brucey, and Jacob. So that means that the canon event is the one where Roman lives, correct? No. Rockstar confirmed after GTA 5 that GTA 4 has no correct path, and it's up to you to choose. So we consider that Life Invader thing as an Easter egg, and we won't take it that seriously. Like the posters we see where he's wanted in Los Santos, and in some barns we're gonna see Niko in a car. That doesn't mean that Niko owns that barn or something. We're gonna treat it like the wanted posters that we see of Niko in Los Santos, and the photos of him in some places. So we're not gonna assume that this place is his by any chance. It's just an Easter egg. And in 2017, in the Doomsday heist in GTA Online, Lester mentions Niko again while talking about ULP.
This is an old agent. You know, I heard about him running some poor bank robber in Liberty City like a decade ago. And what happened to him?
I like how Lester is obsessed with Niko. So, sadly, that's all we have for Niko. I should also mention that Michael Hollick, the voice actor of Niko Bellic, has his own problems with Rockstar. Basically, they paid him $100,000, but when he saw how much successful GTA 4 got, he wanted more money. But Rockstar refused. So yeah, that created a huge problem, which led the voice actor of CJ to say that he's ready to beat up Niko's voice actor. I guess that's a crossover we didn't want to see. But all of that before CJ's voice actor has his own problems with Rockstar. So yeah, we would have probably seen Niko again if that wasn't the case. Will we know more about him in GTA 6? I mean, perhaps. It's gonna be a huge game, so maybe a side character from here or there is gonna come back from GTA 4 and talk to us more about what happened to Niko, just like what happened in GTA 5 with Packie. Maybe. And it was a very sad story, so we all have the curiosity to want to know how it's going now. But do you know what's not that sad? Yes, the 3D protagonist stories. If you wanted to know more about their lives before and after the game, be sure to check that video out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I see you in the next video. Bye!